Good evening and welcome to the Town Board of the Town of Austin regular meeting for Wednesday, June 29th. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Okay. Councilmember Manicchio.
Here.
Councilmember Fields Tooell.
Here.
Councilmember Meyer.
Present.
And Supervisor Levenberg.
Here I am.
We have our first public hearing on a local law to allow members of all public bodies of the town of Austining to participate in meetings via video conferencing.
So as our Deputy Clerk Kudisak mentioned, first up on our agenda is this public hearing, which would allow the town of Austining boards, meaning not just this board, but other boards as well, to participate in meetings via video conferencing. I am going to turn it over to our town council, Christy Donna, to run through the draft local law and the upcoming steps to implement the corresponding policy.
So this is a law that was enacted by the state as part of the budget. It's in addition to the existing open meetings law, which is part of the public officers law. And what it does is it allows under certain extraordinary circumstances for board members who would otherwise be required to participate in person or have their location noticed. And we're talking about once the state of emergency that the governor has in effect that allows these meetings being held remotely to lapse, to continue to be able to participate remotely without having to notice their location, but it is only specific to very extraordinary circumstances such as illness or if you're a caretaker for someone. So it's not intended to be if you're traveling or just out of town or not available. It also still requires that a quorum of the board be present in person, but it is another option that could be available in the future once the state of emergency is no longer in effect. And so the direction from the board was to go forward with drafting this local law. In addition to the law itself, it also requires adopting a policy regarding video conferencing. That is not part of the law itself. That could be adopted by resolution of the board and amended from time to time as the board deems appropriate. So what we're actually focusing tonight is just on the law itself. And then the policy we were talking about putting on for discussion at the next town board work session, which I believe is July 19th.
This is true. So with that, I will ask if anybody in our public has would like to address the board as part of this public hearing. Seeing that there are no people from the public, we could wait a minute. Okay, minutes up. Is there anything anybody else on the board would like to say? Otherwise, I would ask for a motion to close this public hearing. I don't think this is going to be very contentious. And we're still working on the policy. So is everybody good with that? Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Fantastic. Next up, we have another public hearing.
This is the local law regulating bicycles with electric assist, and electric scooters in the town of Austin.
So this legislation closely mirrors, or maybe it hasn't even changed at all quite yet, the legislation that's been drafted by the Village of Austining as part of, I think, as part of the Project Mover project that they're working on, initiative that they're working on, because they're that would allow or would include sort of making electric bicycles and scooters potentially and other types of alternative transportation available in the village and potentially then also in the town as part of the pilot extension project for that project. We're hoping that that is going to move forward. And as we look to having electric bikes or pedal assist bikes and other types of alternative transportation modes available, we want to make sure that we have laws that sort of make it safer and more conducive to those modes. So the village had drafted legislation and we discussed this at work session a few weeks ago. This is our first public hearing on draft legislation. We know it needs some work. We canceled our work session for Tuesday, July 5th, but we are planning to have our work session on July 19th and would like to revisit this then. We will take public comment tonight, but just to note that we are going to ask for a motion to adjourn the public hearing to July 26th. So there will be to July 26th, yes. So there will be other opportunities to address the board. And we have actually already received some comments from one Joe Clark. So with that, is there anybody here to address the board on the e-bike legislation? And seeing that there is nobody here, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the public hearing to July 26th.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Alrighty, on to some announcements. First of all, I just wanted to take a minute to thank the voters in the 95th Assembly District. I'm humbled to have won the Democratic primary last night to hopefully represent our district in Albany starting in January. I do not plan on stepping down from my town supervisor role prior to January, and whatever the outcome may be in November, I look forward to continue to work hard on behalf of the Ossining community in the future. Participating in the democratic process is so important, especially on the local level. So please make sure to always get out on election days and make your voices heard. Join the Equity Task Force for our 21-day Racial Equity Challenge, which started on June 18th, which was in fact Juneteenth, I believe. Juneteenth, yes?
Day before?
June 19th, right?
Yeah.
I thought it started on June 19th. Okay. Join us as we read The Sum of Us by Heather McGhee. I've already started it, and engage in a series of activities intended to deepen our understanding of and commitment to racial equity. Follow along on Facebook, chat with other participants in the challenge Facebook group, and receive weekly email recaps by joining our Google group, Ossining-Equity-Task-Force at googlegroups.com. It's really a terrific opportunity to dive deeply into the issue of equity and how we can be more woke, I think I could say. Today's the week, people. Today is the week. Friday is the official kickoff of River Jam, formerly known as the Summer Concert Series. On Friday, July 1st, we're going to kick it off with our Independence Day fireworks. Woohoo, we are back. We have taken a 2-year hiatus from fireworks due to the COVID-19 restrictions and also the uptick in cases last summer. We can't wait to get back. Food trucks start serving at 5 p.m. Music starts at 7 p.m. with Pablito y su Latin show, fresh from Briarcliff and the surrounding areas, and they are fantastic. So in addition to having your blanket and all your little chairs and all the things that make you comfortable, and being prepared for some delicious food trucks and ice cream and all of the trimmings, be sure to wear your dancing shoes. Fireworks will start usually at around 9:15 or so, ish, whenever it gets dark enough and the fireworks company says it's okay. That's when. So anyway, great food trucks, craft beverages, lots of fun for the whole family. We'll see you there. We even are going to have our little homespun solar powered merry-go-round back again, because it was a hit in the past and it's going to be back. Couple of reminders about town office hours starting Friday, July 1st. That's this Friday. Summer hours will start with town offices, except for the town clerk, closing at 3:15 on Fridays through Friday, September 2nd. We are also going to be closed on Monday, July 5th in observance of Independence Day. As far as my administrative report, last week I had the opportunity to take State Senator Pete Harcum on a tour of our North State Road businesses. Because of redistricting, Ossining will become part of the state Senate district that Senator Harcum currently represents and that he is going to seek to continue to represent. He listened attentively to the concerns of local business owners and nonprofits, and to me, as I explained, our infrastructure needs on North State Road. Speaking of which, the Morningside Drive repaving project was completed last week. We also had the opportunity to visit the site. Well, I think that we still need to stripe it. We also had the opportunity to visit the site with Assemblywoman Sandy Galiff, as a portion of that project was funded with multimodal money that was allocated by our Assemblywoman. The McCarthy Drive project is also starting paving this week. A notice was conveyed to all of the impacted residents via their mailboxes today. And our town village engineer, Paul Fraioli, is working closely with the project to make sure it is completed successfully, which does also include making sure that all of the plantings that have been promised to be restored will be restored or replaced. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of joining Mayor Rika Levin and many town and village of Ossining elected officials, including Councilman Minichio and staff, to unveil the official Marianne Roberts Entrance Hall at 16 Croton Avenue. Marianne retired as clerk in 2019 after close to 30 years of service to the town and village of Ossining. She was also the Ossining's first female mayor, paving the way for so many inspirational women leaders in our community. It was a great way to honor Marianne, and I hope everybody will stop and take a look at the beautiful plaque that commemorates the hall and Marianne. So thank you to the village for that great idea. We were very happy to be part of the ceremony. That's it for my announcements and my administrative update. Does anybody have any questions or for me about anything, the administrative part of this town board, or any additional announcements?
As always, anybody interested in joining the Ossining Boat and Canoe Club can do so through the website on obcc.org. Click on membership. You can take a tour and anytime, usually on Saturdays, some morning somebody's around. Also, don't forget we have a community sailing program through the rec center that is another access to our waterfront and our new kayak rental spaces. So there's a lot of different ways that our residents can get to the waterfront. And I hope everybody takes advantage.
And the kayak rentals are also through the rec. So thank you for the reminder. And if you want to launch a boat or a
Kayak space storage rental, not a kayak rental.
Did
Just to be
I,
clear.
sorry, storage.
I just want to make sure I made it.
You're
clear.
absolutely right. Although we might get there because we have all those extra kayaks hanging out that nobody's claimed. But other than that, what I was going to say is that you also, if you want to launch a boat of any sort, you need to get a permit to do that. You can get a day permit or a seasonal permit. There's a QR code down at the waterfront in the kiosk that you can click on, and will take you to the page where you can get a permit.
And the kiosk finally has a new door. So yay.
Happy day. Hopefully it's also going to have with all the concerts on the back of it. I'm hoping tomorrow. And we do have the big banner up on the bank building, which is great. So I hope everybody got a chance to see that. Okay, so with that, I think we can get into the body of our regular meeting, and I will offer that our clerk take it away. Martha.
Sure. Is there anybody here who would like to make a public comment on any of the agenda items tonight?
I missed that, sorry.
It's okay. Seeing no one, we're going to go to board resolutions. Approval of amended minutes, regular meetings, May 10th and 24th of 2022. Result of the town board of the town of Ossining hereby approves the May 10th and May 24th, 2022 minutes of the regular meetings as amended.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Approval of minutes, regular meeting, June 14th, 2022. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin hereby approves the June 14th, 2022 minutes of the regular meeting as presented.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Approval of voucher detail report. Result that the town board of the town of Austin hereby approves the voucher detail report dated June 28th, 2022 in the amount of $308,582.98.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? I forgot to ask if there was any discussion. Was there any before we approved that? Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Call for public hearing, local law to amend chapter 73 of the Town Code Community Choice Aggregation Energy Program. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin hereby calls for a public hearing to be held in the matter of a local law to amend chapter 73 of the Town Code Community Choice Aggregation Program, Energy Program on Tuesday, July 12th at 7:30 PM, held via video conferencing only in accordance with state authority, with the login information available on the town's website in advance of the meeting.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
So at last week's town hall meeting, we heard from Sustainable Westchester about a local law that we would need to adopt to participate in their opt-out community solar program. We are very excited to get this started. Is there any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Wonderful.
Contract memorandum of understanding with Sustainable Westchester. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin authorizes the supervisor to sign a memorandum of understanding with Sustainable Westchester Incorporated for the town of Austin to participate in the Westchester Power Contract for communities in the Con Edison service territory.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
So also at our last meeting, we heard about from Sustainable Westchester on the pause in the Westchester Power Program. We've also been talking about Sustainable Westchester requested that participating municipalities adopt this memorandum of understanding to get the program back up and running ASAP. I know that we're all hoping to see that happen very soon. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Approval of contract Village of Croton and Hudson EMS. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement between the Mid-Hudson EMS district and the Village of Croton and Hudson for the provision of emergency medical technicians to supplement Croton EMS 24 hours per day at an hourly rate of $26, effective June 1st, 2022 through May 30th, 2023, subject to approval by council of the town as to form.
$26 an hour. Okay, just checking. The Mid-Hudson Ambulance District provides ambulance coverage to Croton, requiring an annual contract. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Wonderful. Always happy to have participating municipalities part of this ambulance district.
Contract Algori Enterprises LLC. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement with Algori Enterprises LLC, Oak Ridge, New Jersey, 07438 for entertainment at the town of Austin Independence Day fireworks celebration, subject to approval by council to the town as to form.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
We are, at least I am, very excited to welcome back Homespun Merry Go Round. I'm hearing myself echo in somebody's box there. And kick off our summer concert River Jam this Friday, July 1st. I gotta get used to that, right? In any case, I'm very excited about it. And this was very similar to the contract we had with them last time, and it gives us an opportunity to add them back in if they want to come back again some other times. Right now, we'll just have it set up for this Friday night. Questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Awesome. On to monthly reports.
Okay, monthly reports. Resolved that the town board of the town of Austin hereby accepts the following monthly reports for the month of May 2022, Town Building Department.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Correspondence to be received and filed, resolved that the town board of the town of Austin hereby accepts the following correspondence. Town planning board minutes, March 16th, April 6th, and April 20th, 2022.
Motion,
1 minute. So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, so with that, we shall open it up to visitor recognition on anything whatsoever. We are very open. And we want to make sure that all of the people in attendance have an opportunity tonight only. I'm going to give you 5 minutes, attendees. Okay, I'm sorry, attendees. You didn't raise your hand fast enough. Okay, sorry. Just a little joke, inside joke. There were no attendees. Okay, go ahead. I think that's it. I think that I'm asking for a motion to, oh, I just lost my notes. Wah!
To adjourn.
A motion to adjourn and just wish everybody a very, first of all, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, I just would like to wish everybody a very, very happy long weekend, Independence Day. It's also the end of Pride Month, the end of our month of celebration of Juneteenth. We really did have so much going on this month. So grateful to all of our different groups that helped us celebrate all of these events. And now we're on to the classic Independence Day, and we appreciate all those who put themselves out there every day. I'm going to go for firefighters, ambulance, and police, as well as our veterans, as well as our service workers. We're very appreciative of everybody that makes this freedom possible, not the least of which is protecting our democracy. So we're going to continue to work hard to do that. And I know that everybody here on this board is going to make sure that we do too. So have a wonderful long weekend. Remember, we are going to office to summer office hours. So we're closing at 3:15 this Friday, and we will be closed on Monday, July 5th. We cannot wait to see you at fireworks, River Jam kickoff, et cetera, Friday night. See you at the riverfront. And just to remind everybody, there's no parking on the other side of the bridge. So plan to park on the eastish side of the bridge. Eastish, because it's never really east, and walk over and don't forget your dancing shoes. We'll see you then.
And there is no town board meeting next week.
And there's no town board meeting next week. Sorry about that. Okay. I lost all my notes. I forgot that part. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend, long weekend and weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.